Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share some reviews about two of the Lancome Nuit Tresors, and I'm going to be reviewing both Nuit Tresor Original and Nuit Tresor à la Folie. This ones are, I don't know how to explain it. Let me start first. So this fragrance, Nuit Tresor, the original, it was my first fragrance. I mean, I have Tresor, the other one, but it's nothing to do with this one. The Nuit Tresors are the ones that are, they're the ones that I always wanted to get my hands on. These ones are a completely different game than Tresor. I find this one, a specific one, Nuit Tresor, it is just so spicy, so heavy and delicious, so gourmand. When I first bought it, I sprayed this thing and it was so strong. I sprayed it twice on my arm and it felt like it was way too strong for me. That day was like 95 degrees out there, so that probably was the reason also. And I couldn't stop smelling it. It was just too strong, so I had to go and wash it off. And after rinsing my arm under the freaking faucet for 20 minutes, this thing would not wash off. So I realized, well, okay, well, I mean, I guess I didn't make my research. I just went for it because I read really good reviews about it on Fragrantica, and I pulled the trigger. And it is very strong. It is not a fragrance to be worn in summer, and it's a fragrance you have to be really easy on the trigger with because it can cause a massive headache. And it is very strong. I'm gonna read you the notes. It's got a lot of notes. So on the top notes we have pear and tangerine and bergamot. So those are really good fresh openings, right? But then we move down to strawberry and the mid notes with vanilla, orchid, black rose, and passion fruit. So we keep going with this really sweet fruits and juicy stuff in it. And then we move on to base notes of praline, caramel, lychee, vanilla, patchouli, incense, coffee, licorice, coumarin, and papyrus. So those are pretty good fragrances. They're pretty good anchors. And I think, in my opinion, that's kind of, I already sprayed this before, that's kind of what makes this fragrance so gourmand. The base notes, and it's very much what sticks to it. The patchouli in here is, I don't detect it, to be honest. I am not a fan of patchouli, so I'm always very careful when I read patchouli on the notes, because I'm always afraid that it's going to be too much, and when it's too much I just won't wear it. But this one has a very good dry down. The patchouli is not exaggerated. I don't detect it. I mean, I don't detect it almost at all. I have to really sniff and look for it to find it, but that's just my nose. You might find it different, I don't know, but that's to me one of the best gourmand fragrances. And I have good gourmand fragrances, and I heard somebody refer to this fragrance in comparison to Lyra, which I can't tell you. I own Lyra, and I don't find absolutely anything in this fragrance that would make it smell, outside of being gourmand, I don't find anything in this fragrance that makes it smell like Lyra. So no, to my nose it does not smell like Lyra at all. Just the fact that it's gourmand doesn't make it, like Lyra. But I love this one, and it was fairly inexpensive, maybe like I don't know, like $100 or something, but it's a smaller bottle. I think it's 1.7 ounces, and it's really good. And then we're gonna move on to the second one, which is Nuit Tresor à la Folie, or à la Folie, I don't know. That one I sprayed here before. That one is a lot friendlier than your original Nuit Tresor, because it has, on the top notes, it has red currant, pink pepper, and pear and bergamot. So it starts fairly sweet and fresh and fruity. And then we have in the mid we have damask rose, violet, peony, and jasmine. So we have more florals than we did on the La Nuit, which is probably why you get this creamier scent. It's delicious. And in the base we have vanilla, tonka bean, two of my favorites, benzoin, three of my favorites, nutmeg, ambroxan, patchouli, and woody notes. The patchouli here, it's, in my opinion, just a tad more detectable than in the original. And maybe it's because in the original there is just so many notes that is probably hidden right there. So like I said, you have to kind of look for it with your nose, have to sniff and really kind of find it. This one has significantly less notes, that it doesn't get lost in there. I love it. I personally love it. This one does remind me a little bit of another fragrance that Montal has. It's called this is just to my nose, and it doesn't smell just like it or anything, and I wouldn't buy this one instead of that one. But that one with the coffee, I don't remember exactly the name of it. Oh, this one smells so good. It has this like coffee like scent in the background, but yet it's fruity. It's creamy. It's super delicious. I feel like this fragrance was done and oh, by the way, I'm wearing it because I sprayed earlier right here. Oh my god, it gets kind of chocolatey to my nose. On my skin it turns into this like almost chocolatey, not lactonic at all, but chocolatey fragrance, like a dark chocolate sort of a thing, and maybe a little bit like coffee, but it might just be for the tonka bean. It is just so delicious. And so out of these two, I can't really pick which one is my favorite, because this one is more for winter and fall, and this one is more for like maybe summer and spring. So I'd say for fall and winter would be La Nuit Tresor, and spring and summer would be La Nuit Tresor or La Folie. And that's how I'm gonna leave it, because I really don't have a really specific, preference for them. I really like both of them. I love both of them, and oh my god, they smell completely, I mean, it's funny because they do have something in common, which is, the signature, but they smell both delicious. I mean, both in their own way, they're like sisters, so that's why. And that's gonna be my video for today, you guys. If you own any of these fragrances, if you own any of the other La Nuit Tresors, let me know. I've been looking for some of the other ones. Some of them have been discontinued, and I can't find them online. And the ones that I've been finding online that have been discontinued a long time ago are going for some ridiculous prices that I am not willing to pay. I'm a collector, but I have my limits. And if you have any of these ones, tell me how you like them, and tell me what you do if you mix them, because I've been thinking about maybe mixing them and see what happens, but I'm not sure if I want to do that because one is very strong. So maybe I'll do it in fall. And that's going to be my video for today, you guys. So if you like my vibe, as usual, subscribe, and I'll be back with another video. You have a wonderful day.